So Raphael, really lovely to be with you today. Thank you for sparing some time. I spoke a little bit earlier about this idea of the maverick designer, the creative force within the studio, and how important it is to have these characters who may provoke a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit more about your thinking?
Yeah, I think car design, you have to find fresh ideas, and basically it's very important that young lads are really showing some character. Being a bit of a maverick, provoke things. It may work or not work, but at least something fresh. And I think this is much more important, having people who are too much in a format and doing what they're supposed to do. Very nice. Everybody tries that. But to have this kind of disruptive ideas, I think it's the future. It's what we need to make that move forward.
I think it's really interesting, but I think the trouble is sometimes at corporate culture, corporations have to follow formats and things like that if they're going to work.
Yeah.
So design, but almost needs to be treated as a sort of, I'd say, a special case in that their role is to kind of poke the bear a little bit sometimes.
Absolutely, I really think the role of the leaders is to promote these kind of characters, and because at the end of the day, what you want is to create a reaction, emotion. And if things are too strict, too much framed, I think it's very difficult to get something fresh, new, looking for the future. So for me, what is really important is I always encourage young guys to do things that people didn't think about. As I said, it doesn't matter if it is not successful. Maybe not that time, but it will take maybe 2 loops, 3 loops. But sometimes crazy or ideas that seem crazy today, they are not going to be crazy in 3 years. So I really push designers to look at things, with a vision, which is not the vision in 2 months, maybe the vision in 5 years, for example.
So tell us a little, in the spirit of that, you've got an interesting concept car with Hyundai here today. Tell us a little bit about the thinking behind that, because that's got a very interesting form language, but also a very interesting interior HMI.
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic project to work on. Last year we did two kind of very nice show cars at Hyundai. We had done the Instarid, and we are pursuing our legacy with this new one, Concept 3. That's a very important car for us, because that show car is announcing a little bit what we're going to show as a production car later on. Of course, the car will not be exactly like a show car. Everybody knows that. But that show car is the base, showing a bit the basics of what we're trying to bring later in production. So both on exterior and interior, you can recognize the design philosophy we're trying to implement for our production cars. In terms of interior, I mentioned, but furnished space, curve on upholstery, all these are topics that we are developing further in our production cars. And we are pushing it even more on this type of car. The little widgets you have around the steering wheel, they are showing a little bit our philosophy as well. I personally don't believe in massive screens in cars. I think the direction is going to be more a reduction of the size of screens, and having widgets that you can customize. You can put 3, you can put 4, you can put none of them and just plug your phone. I think this is more the future. So that shows a little bit the future for us. Of course, a production car will never be like that for now, but that shows where we're going to.